Friends, as we wind up for the holiday season, we get to have so many great little bits of music here in the studio. Another episode of Birchwood Jaguar 107 Live, featuring Samantha Ballard and Danielle Morton.
From the Classic 107 studios in downtown Winnipeg, 107 Live for Birchwood Jaguar, the art of performance.
Samantha Ballard and Danielle Morton here in the studio for another episode of Birchwood Jaguar 107 Live. A little bleak midwintering on this the sky was quite clear today, I have to say. But thank you for joining us, ladies. Please, welcome.
Thank you so much for having us. We're very excited to be here.
Yes, thank you. It's so great. No, hi. And so tell us a little bit about the concept of this. Now, Samantha, you put this on every year. You do a holiday-themed concert with your harp and collaborators. Tell us how that began.
Well, this is actually only my second year of doing it.
Okay.
I just graduated from the University of British Columbia in 2015, so I put on my first holiday concert last December at Charleswood United Church, and it was just me, and it felt a little bit lonely, so I thought I'd add some collaborators this year. I've got Danielle with me singing, and I'm going to get my sister Melissa Ballard in on a few songs with some percussion as well. She couldn't be with us today, which is a little sad, but it's adds a whole nother element, so I'm very excited about that as well.
Excellent. So let's first talk about the harp literature, just in general, and what makes harp such an ethereal instrument and so perfect for the holidays. I mean, I'm sure that you are very versed in the holiday repertoire.
Yeah, I think part of it is that the harp is such an ancient instrument, and it kind of really takes us all back to the ancient times that we're singing about in the holidays, the birth of Jesus Christ. And I think part of it too is also just the construction of the instrument. You touch the string, and then that's it, right? And then the sound is just out there and floating. And I kind of think that's what does it.
And speaking of that ancient Genesis, so is the voice. I mean, really, in a lot of ways, and percussion, right? So you kind of have these ancient elements, and it's going to be at CMU, right? So we've got this concert happening on Friday. Tell us where it is.
Yes. Do you want to take that one, Danielle? Danielle's very familiar with CMU.
Sure. It's at the Canadian Mennonite University, 500 Shaftesbury Boulevard, in the beautiful Laudamus Auditorium.
Excellent. And so, Danielle, how did you and Samantha's your sister? Oh my gosh. No, so
No, I'm
no, you're Samantha.
Melissa's
your sister.
We all know each other, so
that's amazing. And I've met Melissa and at Brandon University. So this is probably where my brain fart comes in. But regardless, Danielle, so tell us a little bit about how you all got to know each other.
Well, many moons ago, we were campers at the same church camp on Clear Lake in the Rocky Mountain National Park. And then I actually also studied at Brandon University at the same time Melissa did. And so it was just kind of this bizarre small town Manitoba crossing of lives.
Well, and also just speaks to the density of musicians that we have in this beautiful province of ours, right?
So true.
Excellent. So, hey, and also just a quick one. You've been all over the world playing harp.
Yes.
So talk about that a little bit, these incredible adventures you've been on lately.
Yeah, my very first international experience was actually while I was still at the University of British Columbia. I was part of the laptop orchestra doing some electroacoustic music.
Nice.
I didn't do any coding. I just was playing the harp for them.
Cool.
So we went to Belgium in Mons, and I always butcher the pronunciation of it, but I hope no one Belgian is listening who will mind. So we did a concert there, and then this past spring, very suddenly, I received an email from the organizer of the Rio Harp Festival in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil.
Nice.
To which I said, of course I want to come play, and put together an hour-long program in about a month and flew off to Rio, and, the rest is history. So
wow. And now you're playing here in your hometown of Winnipeg, Manitoba on Friday night at 7:30 at CMU at the Laudamus Auditorium, featuring Danielle, who we just heard singing, and we will hear in just a moment again, and Samantha's sister, Melissa. Now that I've gotten it straight in my brain, with percussion, these ancient and ethereal sounds, perfect for your holiday concert going, I think. Well, ladies, would you dose us with another bit of holiday spirit?
Absolutely, and we will be playing for you Angels We Have Heard on High.
Excellent. Danielle Morton and Samantha Ballard, harpist and vocalist in the opposite order, performing on Friday night at CMU.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains and the mountains in reply.
Samantha Ballard and Danielle Morton for another episode of 107 Live.
107 Live is Classic 107's intimate concert series, brought to you by Birchwood Jaguar, the art of performance.